Hi, my name is Brian O'Reilly, physical education teacher here in Tullow Community School and a regular contributor to the PEAI. I'm here today to show you some of my favourite multi-sport or warm-up games / games can be done. We all know as a PE teacher it can be very difficult to try and keep warm-ups entertaining. So I'm just going to go through some of the games that I use with all years from 1st right up to 6th and explain how they work. First up, we have our cone reaction race. This is a very simple game where the students have two coloured cones and they have to keep swapping from one hand to the next. The teacher then shouts a colour and they have to chase the player. So if I shout yellow, the student with the yellow cone must reach the wall without being caught.
Cones. Keep swapping the cone, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Yellow!
Next, we have a take on the cone shuffle. We're all familiar with the basic cone game. This one we put 3 colours in. You get the students moving left and right around the cone and then you shout a colour of the cone. You play the best of 3 and whoever has 2 cones behind them wins.
Left! Right! Left! Yellow! Right, left, left, white.
Next we have my favourite game, the colours relay. A super game to test for reaction time, alertness, side shuffle speed, forward sprint, backwards. This game covers all the elements needed in invasion games and leads to endless hours of competition. In fact, my Leaving Cert PE class loved this so much we usually end up doing it for almost an entire period. You simply need to set out 4 lines of different coloured cones. You then need to shout 2 different colours and the people on these lines must swap with each other by shuffling side to side. This is a really quick game and the quicker you shout the colours, the quicker it happens. You can start to knock people out and the last person left is the winner. If you're doing it as a warm-up game, you can go a few rounds before you start knocking people out. Then, after you've all played one game, you can change the game to add numbers. You number the cones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, however many you have. This game works with a class of 40, 50, 60, 10 or 20. Once you add in the numbers, you explain to the students that when you shout 1 and 4, 1s must go backwards to cone 4, 4 must sprint forwards to cone 1. The students now don't know if you're shouting a colour or a number and they have to run backwards, forwards or sideways. It creates a great level of competitiveness and gets them moving in all directions.
Orange, white. White, blue. Orange, yellow. Blue, white. White, orange. Blue, yellow. Yellow, orange. Blue, white. White, green.
Next up we have wall relay, a simple throwing game for speed and reaction time. As many relay lines as you want with 4 or 5, 6 or 7 students. Person throws the ball against the wall, the next player must catch it. The first team to have all players through wins. Wall relay 2 is the same as wall relay 1, only this time it's with a football and you are using your feet to pass the ball through the cones.
That's it.
This brings me to my final and favourite game. This is not a warm-up game, but a skills game used for all sports. I learned this one when I was coaching with the PEAI many years ago at the summer soccer schools. And I've adapted it to suit almost every sport we do in the PE curriculum. It's called Links, which is a super fun game where students line the goal in links. They must link arms with the player beside them and you can have as many as you like. This works really well with a class of 24, but it can be done with a class of 30. There's just a few extra bodies. You then give every student a number and you call out number 2 versus 2. You call out 3 versus 3. You can call them out in pairs, 3s, 4s. If you're doing it for handball, obviously you have to call out a minimum 2 at a time because they can't move with the ball. My students absolutely love this and will usually end up playing it for a full double when we're doing the sports. It also works really well for basketball. You don't need the goal. They can stand under the basket together and you call out the different numbers. During Maths Week, you can make this really good cross-curricular link by saying 2 numbers that add up to 9, 4 numbers that add up to 15. This way, the students have to work out what 3 people are going to send out or what 4 people are going to send out. This is one of my favourite games. After you've done numbers for a while, you can modify it. Anyone who comes to school in a bus, anyone who walks to school, anyone who comes to school in a car, anyone who supports Liverpool, anyone who supports Man United, etc., etc. They'd never get bored of it.
7, 8, 9.
So there you can see with soccer, I called out 3 random numbers. The game stops the minute the goalkeepers touch the ball. That's very important so you don't have rebounds. So the minute the goalkeepers touch the ball, it stops. It also works with basketball, as you'll see in the next clip. I hope you enjoyed some of those. It was quite difficult to do because I was asked by the PEAI not to have students in it. So I had to cut out all the faces and bodies and just try and show the legs. I did have my Leaving Cert PE class play all those games, but it was easier for me to explain it that way. If anybody has any questions on any of the games I have, you can always email me at brian.o'reilly@tullowcs.ie. Thanks for watching, guys.